head is spinning, thinking about boy. I need that bad boy to do me right on a Friday, and I need that good one to wake me up on a Sunday. That one from work can come over.
Hello. Welcome back to my bathroom. This is like the only room in the house that has like decent lighting at the moment, because there's a, let me show you, there's like a skylight up above, and it's such nice lighting. So I have this skylight right here, and then it just makes everything look so much better. I mean, there are skylights in the living room, but this is more aesthetic, you know? Okay, so I know I said I was gonna get some stuff for this wall. Haven't done it yet. I did get some stuff for the living room though. Actually, I'm gonna show you what I got. I did get some stuff for the wall. I don't really want to do like a house tour now because it's not done in any way, shape, or form. So I got this little thing for my wall. Love it, right above my shoe rack. And then I also got this cute little reg. So fun. I just needed something for like, I don't know, just for here because it was a little bare. And then also this is my like closet thing. I'm obsessed with this. I don't know why. So it's like a shelving thing. So you put all your clothes in that side. And then this side is where like I hang all of my stuff, obviously. And then there's like storage down there and whatnot. And then I also just bought from Amazon it's like a clothes rack. I think I'm gonna put it over here. Just like, it's more aesthetic, so I'm gonna like leave it out in the living room because upstairs I don't have like a closet. I don't have that much like storage space in here. So I'm gonna put like a clothes rack over here and like hang everything so it looks like nice and cute, you know, aesthetic. And then I'm also, so this is like the upstairs. I got that wheel from my house kitchen. This is my upstairs. That needs to be like a little more decorated, so I'm not gonna show you that right now. So there's a little mini house tour while we're at it. Back to my bathroom. You're propped up on some toilet paper right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so I recorded this workout like about a week or so ago. I just wanted to run through it and do like an informative little voiceover just because it's so much easier to do it on here and explain each exercise and form and sets and reps and stuff than it is to like type it all out on Instagram. Okay, so this was a full body workout focusing more on like compound lifts. So I have drastically cut down the amount of days that I'm training just because I started school a couple weeks ago. So it's just been a lot to balance because I do work full-time also. So it's a lot to balance between working full-time, going to school. I'm also a full-time student for this semester. I'm taking 5 classes. I work 40 hours a week just for my regular job. And then I also have my online coaching business. So that takes another chunk of hours out of my week to focus on. So my training has been cut down to like anywhere from like 3 to 4 days a week I train. That's just my average right now. So I've been trying to focus on doing more like I'll do 2 full body days and then a lower body day and upper body day is kind of what I'm playing with right now. Every week is a little bit different just in terms of like what I'm doing and stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna walk you through this workout. I didn't film my warm-up, but for my warm-up I usually hop on the Stairmaster or the elliptical, or the treadmill, and I'll just do like a steady state sort of thing for like 10-ish minutes, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, just to warm myself up, especially because it's the winter time and it's fucking freezing outside, and the walk from your car to the gym, oh yeah, girl, it gets really cold. So yeah, I'll hop on that. And then to activate the muscles, if I'm doing a lower body day, I focus on it a little bit more. So I'll just grab onto a resistance band, do some abductions, adductions. Sometimes I'll do banded squats, banded hip thrusts. Sometimes I'll hop on like the hip abduction machine, do like 20 reps lightweight just to get the muscles turned on and firing and ready for when you're actually doing your lifts. So that takes me about like 5 minutes. I don't spend too much time on that because you don't want to, that's not your workout. It's just the warm up to your workout. Okay, so this is a full body day that I did. The first exercise, as you guys are seeing, is squats. So I started with a compound movement. So for squats, you want to think about before your reps, you want to think about externally rotating your hips, so pushing your knees out, coming down into the squat, coming right back up, squeezing through your glutes. I like to focus on my glutes during squats, so I squeeze my glutes to pull myself back up, keep core tight, chest up. And this wasn't my working weight. I did bump it up a little bit because it was a little too light for me, so you want to make sure that your weight is obviously challenging for you and where you are at within your fitness journey. I moved on to doing some rack pulls. So sometimes, not all the time, I will do rack pulls before I go into actual deadlifts. Rack pulls are a great way to focus on the ending movement of a deadlift. So squeezing your back, squeezing your glutes right at the top, pulling all the way through. Just obviously don't hyperextend your hips at the top. So I do these as more as a warm up to my deadlifts. It also helps focus on straightening up your lower back a little more too. With this, I definitely go a lot heavier on the weight just because you can. It's a little bit easier. I'm taking my rings off here because they were fucking wrecking my hands. So again, with rack pulls, you want to make sure that the bar is at least at your knee level. You don't want it any higher than knee level. You want it at knee level or a little below, like around your shin, just to make sure that you're actually getting a nice range of motion in there and that's performing the exercise correctly. Obviously with every exercise, core tight, tighten up those shoulder blades. You want to stay nice and tight everywhere, so be bracing before your exercise. Moving into actual deadlifts, this was my first set. I always start a little bit lighter with my first set just to get my body ready for heavier weight. You don't want to just throw on all the weight that you're going to be using for your working set. I do like to incorporate a few warm-up sets prior to that. So with your deadlifts, you obviously before the rep, bracing up, tightening back those shoulder blades, tightening up the core, and then you want to sit back into it and drive through your glutes. Especially if you're taking a bit of a wider stance, which I do. I tend to do more of a sumo style of deadlift. I hit your glutes and your inner thighs a little bit more. I just don't pull conventional because I'm not as strong at it. Conventional definitely works your lower back a little bit more than it would with sumo deadlift. Moving on, I did another sort of deadlift. I did stiff leg deadlifts here. It's going to hit your hamstrings, target them a little bit more. It's still a compound lift. And then also hit your glutes nicely. So at the bottom, pulling yourself up with your glutes, squeezing them, feeling the contraction. Core is tight, chest is gonna stay up on this one too. I went directly into barbell rows. I'm doing two different variations of them. One, the bar is coming all the way down, touching the ground, and I'm pulling it right back up. With rows, one thing that has helped me a lot, I tend to get a little bit of lower back pain. So when you are over in that bent over position, you want to think about tightening up your glutes. So literally squeezing them before the rep, keeping your core super duper tight, and then holding that nice brace position and coming all the way up, squeezing your shoulder blades, hitting your back, dropping it right back down. Tightening up your glutes is definitely going to help if you have any lower back pain. It'll help keep you a little bit tighter, take that pressure off of your lower back. All right, so moving on to some shoulders. This is a little triset that I literally love to do. I've been doing this for years for my shoulders. It absolutely fucking kills them. I swear to God, you really have to drop the weight down with this one. So you're going to be doing about 7 to 10 reps of each exercise, but back to back, no rest. So kind of like a tricep, little circuit. The first one you're doing is seating lateral raises, coming all the way down, all the way up, basic. Next one, overhead press, all the way down, all the way up. And then lastly, you're doing almost like a hammer curl. Elbows are coming up into a lateral raise. You're extending that lateral raise and then dropping back down nice and slow. So the slower you go on the eccentric phase, the harder that it's going to be. So you really want to focus on slowing down your movements, focusing on that mind to muscle connection. It really fucking burns, let me tell you, but I really like throwing these in, especially if I'm doing like a sort of full body work and I really want to hit those shoulders. Slowing down your reps is also a form of progressive overloading, so it's a way for you to progress and challenge yourself a little bit more.
I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys.
Right into do dumbbell squats. I really like finishing off with these. I keep the reps a little bit higher. I'm trying to push around like 15 to 20 and I only do 2 sets of them. So this is going to be my finisher of the workout. I don't know, for me personally, I feel these so nicely in my glutes. It's one of my favorite glute movements. I am a more glute dominant person. With any movement that I do, my glutes just tend to take over more than like my hamstrings and more than my quads. It's honestly really freaking hard for me to activate my quads and isolate them just because my glutes tend to take over in literally every movement. So for these squats, definitely take more of a wider stance. Toes are pointed out a tiny little bit, keeping those knees pushed out and abducted. So sitting back into it, obviously coming up, you are squeezing your glutes every single rep. Right at the bottom, squeeze those glutes, use them to pull yourself right back up and then drop back down again. Obviously keep going into the next rep. Sometimes I go back and forth between doing the full rep, so coming all the way up to the top, keeping the glutes squeezed without hyperextending my hips, or I'll do them in more of a pulsing movement, so all the way down, halfway up, keep constant tension right on those glutes. I just kind of go back and forth between the two. For this day, I came all the way up, squeeze at the top, and then right back down. But you can definitely try it going a little more. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm literally out of breath because I'm like nervous filming this. So for these, you can do them the pulsing way, or you can do them how I'm picturing here. I go back and forth between the two. So yeah, and then if I feel like it, I will do a little cardio afterwards. Again, just hopping on the Stairmaster or the treadmill. Sometimes I do the rower, and then I spend like 5-10 minutes on that again. And that's going to complete my workout. I think I only spent about an hour doing this one. It really wasn't that bad or that challenging. I mean, it was challenging. I only spent about an hour doing this, so it's in and out. I mean, in my opinion, that's in and out. So yeah, if you want to give it a try. If you want to give it a try, let me know how you like it. And yeah, I think I'm gonna film a couple more workouts and then post them on here and stuff, just because it's a little bit easier than Instagram and my opinion. So with that, I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for joining me in my bathroom. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye.